Girls come home from work late at night. He was dragged down an alley by a bunch of scumbags. Girls struggling. The scum of the fruit is more. They take the girl's hair. Sniff, if you force a girl, you will. They punched the girl with one punch after another, until the girl loses her mind at the bottom. That's when scumbags start infecting girls. The girl went to the police station. Male police officer, who can be accepted, not only comfort girls, mocking her for stuttering. He starts with the girl's name and address. And the girl was terrified, but it was shaky, and it reached out. The noodles are a pinch of rice. It was she who picked up the scum. The girl asked the police for a DNA test. Give her justice, but the police officer just smiled. I saw a girl in a dress. So it means that a girl's life is not good. The girl looked and was shocked, but this is because stuttering cannot be done at all. The male police officer is suspicious. You're stuttering. It's not Shiba. Did the big thing. Why don't you shout? It's clear that you did it yourself. The girl was muzzled by the police. You can only get up and call the police. And soon, something even worse happened. The girl came home with bruises. That scumbag was waiting for her at home. He gave the girl a charming smile. Own identity, but he's just a genius. I want to do it again. Soon, the girl was subdued by the scum again. He slaps the girl's muzzle and starts abusing her. The house next door was screaming at the girl. Not only are there no police, he was really interested. Girls are no longer silent. She took advantage of the scum's prevention, grabbed the bag from the table and smashed it at the scum. The scum was smashed with blood, but he refused to release the girl. In panic, the girl picked up shards of glass from the ground, straight into the scumbag's neck. Blood stained the ground. Scum is dead. And the girl's gone. She goes to the bathroom. I want to wash away the humiliation and sin. Right there. The warehouse suddenly started. Girl, take it slow together. Standing in front of her was a policewoman. He starts by apologizing for the policeman. The current case is handled by him. But the scumbag is lying in the guest room. The girl can only refuse the kindness of the policewoman. And the next day, the exhausted girl goes to work. So I thought about that policewoman yesterday. Also found, the girl grabbed the biggest straw. The definition of exploration begins with the definition of self. The answer to this question is the girl's heart is broken. There are 8 laws governing self-determination in the United States.
예를 들면 뭐 흉기를 쓰면 안 되잖아. 가해자보다 더 심한 폭력은 안 된다든지. 대한민국 법이 그렇죠 뭐. 강자한테는 무지하게 관대하고 약자한테는 무지하게 압박하고.
The girl is broken. So she took out the beads and she made beads. The girl was shivering on the bed. I think it's wrong again. The original is that I drank too much honey. Afraid of being beaten by my boyfriend when I go home. I want to avoid her, but there is no room for it. Girls can only work hard, refuse to ask for honey. You want to buy it? The girl slapped him so far. The girl has lost her only friend, but because there are too many. The refrigerator can't be finished at all. Girls can only risk going out. The girl is 2. Not only was he assaulted by 3 punks, he was accused by the police of not living well. Wear a black suit. No wonder he was targeted. Girl looks home. I think the scum is actually wrong. Identity is not found. This is cool. He doesn't want to do it again. Girl resists desperately in a panic. We lost people. French girls can only be unloaded by scumbags' wilderness. It was a coincidence that I met that. The good cop who pointed her out at the police station. Girls don't want more. If you want to buy it, you need to buy it. The police caught up. Ripped off the girl's bag. Girl making heart. This is the policeman standing over, leaning over. The fruit has been damaged for a long time. I care. Girl runs away. The policeman hurried after him. Soon they were blocking the girls in the alley. He punched and kicked her. Girl struggling. I felt the match of the police. She picked up the guy. The first one, the police wanted to insult the girl. I think the girl has long been ready to shoot. People know that the girl used to be the crown of the total radiation ratio. He had a great future. But because it changed his life? Look at the ground. Girl's siblings want to swallow, but why? Obviously he is the victim when you think about the scum that violates you, alive. The girl put it down. Hatred. Soon the man's body was destroyed. Transparency ratio. This guy's not only old enough, and he's a great marksman. Same here. The policewoman called again. She had a sister who had the same experience. So she didn't want to release the girl. This is so authentic. The girl is bored again. Day 2. The girl go to the station and start over. That group of scumbags is being investigated at the police station. And here's what she thought was incredible. This is the bottom line of the police station. Out the girl followed the scum all the way with her eyes. It's a fixed price. Not before the revenge. The girl had to go to the cemetery to see her dead parents. It may never happen again. It will be sold to others. Night girl, come home. It's just the blood of honey's boyfriend. The man's eyes are a little. The girl is wrong. Hurry up and buy it. I'm just lying on the ground with the marks on my body, dying. Look at your only friend in the world. The girl is both distressed and self-inflicted. We are sending the honey to the hospital. What does a girl want to do with her? She first deliberately put the honey boyfriend smashed a big hole, then it led him to it. The best shooting posture if you start working, you will lose your life. I am helping my honey solve the domestic abuse boyfriend. The girl understands that it is time to solve. Those scumbags who deceive themselves, girls, enter a man's house late at night. Just raise your hand. Straight man's body, the man fell to the ground in pain and screamed. The girl is approaching man, apologize in a hurry. Don't offend the black boss yourself. He turned this girl into a pie cutter. Girl, no doubt, just raise your hand. Bad man, and these girls are not miscreants at all. It's about being human. 7 days ago, she was dragged into an alley by a man. The hateful thing is the scum actually didn't stop her. Pick up the murder case. Is the police aware of this? The DNA ratio of policewomen, the DNA of the deceased, is actually related to the girl's previous submission of the suspect, is consistent. The policewoman is suspicious, so I went to the girl's house. If it's true, she found it. She flips the girl's day. Everything about girls being violated and their lives being destroyed. She couldn't believe it. How much do girls really want? Then you will embark on the impossible road soon. The girl will reply, take down the policewoman with one stick. The girl wants to hurt people, but there was only one policewoman who was really good to herself. Suspicious, the most important thing is to let go of the policewoman. So it turned out that he wasn't a numb demon. It was the weak. There aren't many girls left. It can be done forever. Girls put honey cheap fat KTV for scumbag work. She wanted to warn them. Kifeng drank a cup of urine. The girl was angered by success. She took out a bail. And you hit a square. Shouts attract scum. The girl's not sure. Again, in the leg of a scumbag. Scumbag crawling, trying to escape. Same here. The police also arrived. Girl knows she's done. She doesn't have time. Shoot again. She is asking for a prescription for the fruit. The policewoman is here. The girl returned to the shore. Treat criminals with the weapons of the law. But this girl's heart is already dead. She insulted herself. The policewoman hurriedly stopped. Her death is the weakest form of resistance. Only alive live well. This is the biggest reaction of those scumbags. The best girl has lost her job, hands down. Step by step towards the policewoman. Scumbag, raise your hands and shoot at the girl. Girl fell to the ground. The policewoman stood still. Look at this scumbag taking on a weak posture. Policewoman's anger, 1-year-old got hit in the kidney of a scumbag soon. All the dead people were sent to the hospital. And here's the thing. Girl death according to her previous life. Her organs will be donated to those in need. And that scumbag spleen is affected by it. Just in need of a transplant, the policewoman who arrived at the news was angry. The girl has been so sad she doesn't allow girls to be the worst. Kindness is also stigmatized by that bastard. And then the policewoman took out the oxygen tube. She died a natural death for this. She is willing to pay any price. Okay, that's it for today. If you like it, you will receive a note. I am being looking forward to your next encounter.